Hello friends and followers, so here's the R4B I've been working on. This thing I paid about $190 for on eBay, which was a big mistake. The seller did not post any bad pictures of it. It only looked nice in the pictures. It looked very nice. So I bid on it, as did other people, and the price went up to $190 with shipping and tax. At any rate, it wasn't worth that. When I opened the radio up, it had black tar all through here, black tar. So the transformer that was sitting here had boiled over and spewed out tar, and tar was all over the radio. I'm not sure how it got all over the place. I think the guy that had this radio had it upside down running with a transformer that was spewing out tar. Anyway, it took me 2 days to clean this radio. Maybe not time well spent with my life, but that's what I did. I take great pride in what I do, and when I do something, I want it done right. And so I try to make the radio as clean as possible. So I'm probably gonna use this for a while if I can make it work. Anyway, I need to get a new transformer for it. I ordered one. The real bugaboo in the mix here is the radio has 12 volt tubes in it. I gotta convert all the 12 volt tubes to 6 volts. So the 12 BA6 and the 12 BE6 will not run on 6 volts, and so I will get a 6 BE6 and a 6 BA6 and substitute those. The only filament and B plus transformers I can find from Hammond and others have 6 volt filament voltage. There is no 12 volt center tap like this thing had. Hammond did have something by Dahl. Peter Dahl had some kind of special order transformer for this, but I'm thinking it'd be 200 bucks or something, and I think you gotta wait for it. I couldn't find one online, so I ordered one from somebody on eBay. It's a Hammond transformer, and I don't see if I have it up on the screen, but anyway, that's coming. Yeah, that transformer will not be as large as this one will be. It'll be a little smaller, so I'll have to drill some more holes and change the wiring around just a bit, and I think that'll work. I probably got to change the 12 BA6 wiring around a bit, and I got to cross the two center tap buses into one bus for the 6 volts, and I think that'll work. So this radio probably should have been junked. I almost sent it back to the eBay seller. We worked out something where I said, look, the radio is worth 30 bucks. It's so screwed up, and the guy agreed. And he said, if you'll keep it, I'll refund your money. So he refunded me $160 on this thing. And I thought, okay, it's a 30 buck radio. And then, do I still want to take this thing on to fix it? And so I did. I just started cleaning it up. And this is where I got after 2 days of work. I took the whole front panel off today and cleaned up under it. It wasn't bad under the front panel. Cleaned up all the knobs. I took the window out, cleaned that up. I cleaned up the little round circular Lexan frequency dial. The PTO gearing was off track, so I actually calibrated this thing today, so it's all calibrated. Everything's working nicely now. I painted this little guy here and cleaned all the knobs up, and lubricated the bearings in here, so it's, as far as my liking, is ready to go. Had this all apart, lubricated it. I also put in the new aqua color that I always put in these Drake radios to make them look nice. So yeah, it's a nice looker in the front. I don't like this knob, which is from a Heathkit or something, so I want to get rid of this knob. But otherwise, it's a clean radio. So I also repainted this little guy silver because I had some silver paint laying around, and this was all screwed up from having transformer goo all over it. So the good thing is it's silver inside too, so the silver will reflect the light and make it look nicer. So that's about it. Shouldn't say, it's still got some damage there from the transformer goo, and it's got damage here from the transformer goo, which I couldn't really get out. It's got some crap over there too, but it's clean now. It's probably cleaner than most radios, really. It's scarred from the damage, but yeah, there's some scarring there too, but it's not gonna pass a pristine museum test, that's for sure, but it's clean as a whistle now. Here's the rear of it. This guy also sold me a lot of crystals. I probably have like 15, 16 crystals for this thing, which is really, really good. So I hope I can get it working. Anyway, the picture the guy had on eBay was of the back of it here, which looked really, really good. I could see like his back. I said, boy, look how shiny this is, and it's a beautiful radio. And I took off the lid, and it was just full of transformer tar and goo and junk. So anyway, the underside didn't get wrecked up too bad. Let me show you the underside here. The underside is interesting. So when I first cleaned this thing the first time, I was kind of done cleaning it, and I got down here and started trying to clean these switches down here, and this switch was all black, so it was all full of transformer goo. This one was black, and so what I found was I was able to simply slam some Windex on there, and this thing was black with transformer oil or goo or whatever it was, tar. I was able to slam this thing with Windex, and it came out pretty good. These still probably need sanded off because I can't clean them. I've tried detoxing, they won't clean. They may be working, I don't know. I have no way of testing this radio yet, but the switches are in terrible shape as far as being clean. So they have some kind of crud on them that won't come off. Maybe that's more of that tar, I don't know, but I'll see if it works. These switches are self-cleaning. I did try to clean them all, so at least there's no film on them. So that's the underside of the radio here. And as you can see, the transformer is out of it. So we'll have to dig around and drill some holes carefully and get the new one mounted. This crystal calibrator is the only bugaboo in the ointment. This thing runs, I think, on 9 volts. And actually, so does the VFO. So I have to get 9 volts running for those two. And running on 12 volts, they have a half-wave rectifier that I think will put out 9 volts. Using 6 volts, if I make a full-wave rectifier, 6 times 1.2, maybe I'll get 8 volts. That might be enough. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's my little report on this radio. I tried to really clean it 2 days of my life. Working on this thing, probably not a great way to spend my time. I also missed a bid on a Drake TR7 that went for $299. It was perfect on eBay. I really wanted to get my hands on that thing, and it looked really nice, but I missed it. So maybe that's good. I think the other people in my life here are tired of the radios, so it may be time to kind of put these in the back burner. Anyway, that's my story. I'm waiting for a transformer for this radio and a couple tubes, and I'll get back on it. But it came out pretty clean. It was an awful lot of work. It was an awful lot of work. All right, thanks for watching. Again, this is the Drake R4B receiver. I bought this because I picked up an R4A, or I'm sorry, I picked up a T4XB matching transmitter that was all screwed up, and I got it working pretty much. So I wanted to get the matching receiver for that. I just didn't know what trouble it would be to get this receiver going. It still wasn't going, but here's the matching, here's the Drake stuff over here, and there's the T4XB. There's a TR4 and a TR4. All right, that's about it. I still got the Henry amplifier here. That's for sale for $2,500 on eBay because I figure why not? If somebody wants it that bad, they can have it. Laboratory power supply that I run the, I run this radio off it, but I was also running the VFO off it on the R4B. Faithful Heathkit amplifier I've had for about 4 months now. Antenna tuner, that's my station. I still got to do some cleaning in here, it's still a mess. There's the central electronics, and I'm waiting for a big transformer for it. You can see I took the transformer out. That's 100V. Here's the 100V transformer. I'm not sure if this transformer works or not because my voltmeter blew out. I think this transformer over voltage my meter and blew it out. So I'm gonna try and put a 200V transformer in there. Anyway, that's the case for the Central Electronics 100V. And there's the 100V again. Boxes for radios that when I sell them, they go out. And here's a look again at the ham radio room, the Drake pile, and my parts bin. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.